Have you ever considered that a simple map could do more than just show you the way? Some maps didn't just reflect the world, they actively reshaped it, drawing lines that would alter the course of history forever. Let's travel back to 1494. The Age of Discovery is in full swing, and two naval superpowers, Spain and Portugal, are in a fierce race to claim new lands. To avoid conflict, they turned to the Pope, and the result was the Treaty of Tordesillas. This treaty drew a single vertical line down the Atlantic. Everything to the west of that line was declared Spanish territory, and everything to the east belonged to Portugal. At the time, they had little idea of the true geography of the Americas. But this one line is the reason why Brazil, which bulged out just enough to cross it, became a Portuguese-speaking nation, while the rest of South and Central America largely speaks Spanish. It's a continental divide born from a single stroke of a pen. It's a decision that has defined cultures, languages, and national identities for over 500 years. The borders we see today are a direct echo of that audacious line drawn on a map. Now let's jump forward a few decades to 1569. A Flemish cartographer named Gerardus Mercator creates a new world map. His goal was practical, to help sailors navigate the high seas. The Mercator projection was brilliant for this because it preserved angles and made lines of constant bearing straight, which meant a navigator could plot a course with a ruler and follow it without constantly adjusting their compass. But this convenience came at a massive cost, distorting the size of landmasses, especially as you move away from the equator. On a Mercator map, Greenland looks as large as Africa, when in reality, Africa is 14 times bigger. Alaska appears larger than Mexico. This distortion wasn't just a quirky geographical error. It had profound psychological effects. For centuries, it became the standard map in classrooms and atlases, visually exaggerating the size and, by extension, the importance of the colonial powers in the Northern Hemisphere, like Great Britain and Russia, while shrinking continents in the global South. It subtly reinforced a Eurocentric worldview, making empires appear even more dominant on paper than they already were in reality. It's a map that helped build empires, but also distorted how generations perceived the world. Our final map takes us to a much darker moment in history. August 1939. On the surface, the world saw Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union sign a non-aggression pact, a shocking alliance between two ideological enemies. But hidden within the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact was a secret protocol, a map that would unleash unimaginable horror. This map was a cold, calculated plan to carve up Eastern Europe between them. It drew lines through Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Finland, and Romania, designating them as either German or Soviet spheres of influence. Just 1 week after the pact was signed, Germany invaded Poland from the west. 2 weeks later, the Soviet Union invaded from the east, following the lines they had secretly agreed upon. This map wasn't just a political agreement, it was a blueprint for invasion. It triggered the start of the Second World War in Europe, led to the displacement and death of millions, and established the brutal Eastern Front, the deadliest theater of the entire war. This map is a chilling reminder that sometimes most destructive weapons aren't bombs or guns, but lines drawn on a piece of paper. 3 maps, 3 pivotal moments in time. From dividing a continent to distorting our worldview and igniting a world war, these examples show the incredible power that maps hold. They prove that lines on paper, whether drawn for exploration, navigation, or conquest, can irrevocably decide the fate of nations and the lives of millions. If you found this look into the hidden power of maps fascinating, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We've got plenty more stories about how lines on a page changed our world. Thanks for watching.